What's Up Beauty had been sneak peeking the fact that they were coming out with a new eyeshadow palette over the last couple of days. And normally, you know, the way that brands show or sneak peek a palette is they show us the outside of the palette. And we're just like a bit, whatever. It's the outside of the palette, who cares? But look at the outside of this palette. It's genuinely interesting. It does look quite cool. This is their Dragon Eye eyeshadow palette. And running the risk of having such a really interesting external piece of their eyeshadow palette, I mean, they were running a risk, is the fact that they do have a very interesting inside of the palette. So well done, guys, well done. A massive thank you to Makeup on Your Radar. I stole their pictures. Let's chat about this. This is going to be available on November the 17th at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time or 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you're interested in this. Now, what has got me so interested in this is the fact that this is made in Italy, right? If you know anything about makeup, generally some of the best formulas come out of Italy. And I will also say it's way more expensive to produce things in Italy. So the fact that this is $45 US has me scratching my head going, how have you managed to keep the price down? It's also talc free, which again is another thing that generally will increase the price. It's clean, it's cruelty free, and it's sustainable. I gotta say, I'm interested. I mean, you know me, I don't love the phrase clean beauty, but everything else, kind of loving it. The palette itself seems to have a really good balance between some mattes, and that's right, some sparkly multi-chromes. So I am extremely interested in this. And as an FYI, the base of the palette is magnetic, so the pans can actually be removed. So I think that's pretty cool. I kind of love that. But do you know what I love more? It's these swatches. They're doing things to me. I think they are absolutely stunning. I think they've got together some really, really nice shades here. There's definitely parts of this that makes me go, oh yes, dragons. You're a dragony thing. Oh yeah, there's some shades here that I'm really, really loving, like that green to kind of purple, that kind of pink to yellowy gold. I think that's stunning. Love the look of it. In saying all of that, you guys know I have a disgusting amount of makeup, so I probably don't need this. I will say though, I think that this brand and this palette in all is extremely interesting for a myriad of reasons. One, made in Italy, so you know that the quality is generally going to be pretty damn good. And also it costs a lot more, which we won't get into that. It's talc free. I mean, that's kind of becoming a much more common thing now, but you don't see that many eyeshadow palettes, particularly at this price point, being talc free. They have a mixture of mattes and multi-chromes in here, which I think is a very good proportion. It's about half and half. The outside of the packaging, I know that's not a big deal, but to me, I think this looks very, very cool. It's a fantastic aesthetic. And for the price point, $45 for 12 pans of eyeshadow, which by the way, are all removable. How? This brand is now 1,000% on my radar. I'm going to be keeping an eye out for them. I don't think I need this. I'm trying to talk myself out of buying things that I don't need. But I think it's absolutely very, very interesting. I think this would make a fantastic present for somebody, you know, because we're coming into the present season. I think it's great. Price point is fantastic. In general, I think this is wonderful. Those swatches also looked great. But let me know what you guys think down below. Are you interested in this, or is it just me who's sitting here kind of tasty? Which, I mean, that is not uncommon at this point. I'm over here just kind of being obsessed with these things.